Purchasing power parity is one solution to that problem, so analysts can make better apples-to-apples comparisons. And by comparing purchasing power parity GDP, the charts suddenly look very different. This is something we know intuitively. Somebody earning $100,000 a year in New York City is barely paying his bills. But someone earning $100,000 a year in a smaller town 100 miles away is probably doing fine because everything just costs less. That's how purchasing power parity works. It compares what similar things cost. There are three other major problems with GDP in the way we calculate it. The first problem is here, which involves imputations. Economists in the United States assign values based on estimates from market values for a lot of economic output that is not actually produced or traded. One of them is the imputed rental of owner-occupied housing. Here, economists take all the owner-occupied housing in the United States and estimate what the rent for all those properties would be. If you live in a home that you own and you were charging yourself a market rent, how much would you be paying yourself? And we include that number population-wide in US GDP. The second point relates to how far our dollars actually go in the market compared to elsewhere. Construction spending is a major component of GDP, both in the United States and in China. $1.1 trillion in the US and $1.2 trillion in China. So it's about the same. But it's not really the same at all. China produced 1.3 billion tons of steel in 2022 compared to 97 million tons in the United States. China builds lots of high-speed rail, and the US famously doesn't build any. Tens of thousands of apartment buildings and bridges and highways and airports and ports. Almost all of them were built in the past 20 years, all paid for supposedly with the same notional dollar value that we spend in the US, where we did not do those things. The third problem is the comparison of our services sectors. China has 4 times the population of the United States, but has fewer than half as many attorneys. The United States has more than 5 times as many accountants, 15 times as many investment advisors. And all those jobs are highly paid in the United States. There are many more people working in those jobs and at far higher pay. Whether or not all of this contribute anything meaningful is a good question, but they all count toward US GDP in a way that's unique to every other economy in the world.